A Burnsville Catholic congregation is grieving after their priest was killed by a driver while riding a bicycle on Monday afternoon. Father Denny Dempsey of Church of the Risen Savior didn't survive. Police say the crash happened in Rosemount near County Road 42 and 145th Street. A suspect is in custody today and has a long history of convictions for speeding and driving with a revoked license. Caroline Cummings is live in Burnsville to tell us who Father Denny was and how his spiritual community remembers his legacy.
Parishioners here at Church of the Risen Savior in Burnsville are grappling with the tragedy, the sudden loss of their beloved pastor, Father Denny Dempsey, who they remember as someone who was generous and full of life in his 4 decades of Catholic ministry. And the 73-year-old Dempsey died doing something he loved, biking, as he often did to get to church. He was pastor for 15 years at another parish in Northfield and served in missions to Venezuela, where he was most recently before coming back to the Church of the Risen Savior here in Burnsville. He was a pastor here for just a matter of months and left a significant impact on the community nonetheless. People here were both bilingual. He was bilingual, so he gave Mass in both Spanish and English to a vibrant.
You should love your neighbor as yourself. And I guess the way we reconcile the manner with which Denny was struck on the road by a driver who, by all accounts, probably shouldn't have been driving. And I can only think that Denny would encourage us to include that driver as our neighbor as well, as someone who deserves to be forgiven.
Such a poignant message there, Shayla, that can resonate with all of us. And Denny Dempsey, Father Denny Dempsey, will be celebrated in a vigil at St. Dominic in Northfield on Friday evening and a funeral mass here in Burnsville on Saturday morning. Shayla.
What a difference he made for those lives that he touched. Thank you so much for sharing that with us, Caroline.